Morning, happy Thursday. Oh, what a morning it's been. I have been non-stop. We slept in and yeah, getting to school was a challenge. So 6 o'clock Riley woke up and woke the girls up, and I looked at my phone and saw it was 6 o'clock and I was like, oh god, it's too early. So I thought I dozed for about 5 minutes. Turned out it'd be more like 45 minutes. Sienna got in bed with me and was on my phone, so she was just watching YouTube. And I thought that it'd only been 5 minutes. And then Summer came in the room and went, bye mum. And I was like, what time is it? And it was 5 to 8. So it was all systems go to try and get out the door this morning. And multiple people in and out of the bathroom. So yeah, it was just a normal fun morning in the Baldwin house. But everyone is at school. Sienna's at preschool. I've just booked Sienna's speech and language appointment, so that's finally come through. It's not until the 29th of April though, so quite a few weeks away yet. But it's booked, that's done. I'm about to pop out. I've just cleaned the kitchen because it was absolutely bogging. I don't know how. I spent all day yesterday cleaning the kitchen. Well, not all day, but like 2 hours scrubbing the kitchen, scrubbing the floors, all the cupboard doors, like making sure it was all clean. And then this morning I woke up and I was like, what happened? What even flipping happened in here? This room is obviously, it's just a bit of a nightmare because it's the only, you know, this is the only space of our house. So a lot of people all the time, a lot of people's stuff. It is a continuous cycle of mess and me trying to tidy it up. Kev texted me, he's like, what are you doing today? And I'm like, cleaning the kitchen. So one day I might text you and get a different answer. I was like, maybe when the kids have left home you might get a different answer, but until that point I'm probably going to spend the rest of my life cleaning the flipping kitchen. But anyway, I'm going to pop out to Aldi because I haven't been yet. I was talking about it on the food haul, to have a look for hot flasks for the kids for their lunch boxes, just to mix up a bit. Although Kev did say, are they allowed to take hot food to school? I'm not 100% sure. I can't see why not, because it's not like it's hot food, it's not boiling food, and they serve hot dinners at school, so they've already got hot food there, so I can't see it would be a problem. Felicity is actually entitled to the free school meals because she's in Key Stage 1, and they get free meals up until year 3. She just doesn't like them. She doesn't like them. She much prefers food from home, but they are all getting sick of having the same thing all the time, sandwiches and wraps and whatnot. So I thought I'd go and have a look for these hot flasks, and then I'm going to pop into town because I desperately need some new makeup. I mean, I've always suffered with like adult acne. I've always had hormonal breakouts, but at the moment it's something else. I've never ever had such bad skin, and it's all along my jaw. All this area, and even onto my cheeks. I've got them on my cheeks, and I never get spots on my cheeks, and I've got a massive one on the side of my nose. My skin is horrendous at the moment. I don't know why. I am wondering if it might be in fact actually there's been more than one symptom. This is kind of like my wellness journey, you could call it, where I'm trying to make changes, but I'm trying to do it gradually, because what I do is I go, right, I'm going on a diet, and I go full throttle into this diet and I fail miserably. I don't need to lose a great deal of weight. I've actually lost a stone that I didn't even know I'd lost, because I think I've mentioned it before, I don't keep scales in the house. So I started weighing myself every couple of weeks at my mum's, and I was shocked to see that I've actually lost a stone since last summer. But I would like to lose another stone. I'd like to get down to 12 stone. So I'm currently 13. At my heaviest I was 15. So after I had Felicity I was 15 stone. I was about a size 16 to 18. I was really miserable. I went to Slimming World and I lost a couple of stone, 3 stone in, joined there just after Felicity was born. So I joined there sort of end of January. Obviously it's a lot of years ago now, and by the time I went on holiday in August, we went to Mallorca, I had lost 3 stone and I was down to 12 stone, or just under 12 stone. Then I got pregnant with Sienna, like I've said it a lot of times, like on lives and stuff, Sienna wasn't planned. I've got polycystic ovary syndrome, and doctors are always quite flabbergasted that I've had as many children as I've had, because when I have a scan and they scan my ovaries, they're always shocked by how bad the cysts are. But I still ovulate and I still had babies. But there was a period of time between Riley and Felicity where we weren't planning a baby, we weren't really preventing it, and the whole time between Riley and Felicity, which is like 3.5 years, or just under 3 years from when I got pregnant, like I said, we weren't planning a baby, we weren't really actively preventing it, but I didn't get pregnant that whole time. So I was shocked when we had one slip up and didn't go and get that, the morning after pill or anything like that, because I was like, it's just once, and I went 3 years without getting pregnant between Riley and Felicity, it'll be fine. Anyway, lo and behold, I was pregnant, and I think that it was because I'd lost so much weight. And obviously your symptoms of polycystic ovaries improve the more weight you lose. So my symptoms aren't terribly bad. I don't really have bad symptoms at all. It's really quite, other than my skin, really, it's skin. I get really bad skin. I get hairy toes, so I have to shave those. But a lot of people with polycystic ovaries like grow facial hair, so I'm really fortunate that I don't have any of those symptoms. But by losing weight, obviously what I did was make my polycystic ovaries better, or not to the degree that they were, and I got pregnant with Sienna. Anyway, that's all gone off of the subject. I was talking about weight, but anyway, got pregnant with Sienna and put weight on obviously with pregnancy. Had Sienna and I was 14 stone, so I hadn't gone right back up to the 15 stone where I was after Felicity, but I was at 14, and I have sat around 14 stone for 4 years. She's 4, so I've literally sat there for, or just under 4 years, because I've actually lost a stone. But up until last summer, I was still 14 stone 2, 14 stone 3, get down to 13.12, back to 14.1. It was just, I just sort of sat around that point. And I think I sit comfortably at these weights because I don't eat brilliantly. I do eat a good dinner, don't really eat breakfast, don't really eat much lunch. I just snack on crap most of the day. Like, I'll grab a chocolate bar, like, rather than make some breakfast, or I'll drink fizzy pop. That's my biggest thing. I'll drink fizzy pop and that makes me feel like I've eaten. So I'll go all day from sort of breakfast till tea, eating a donut and a can of pop, or 3 cans of pop and a chocolate bar. So although I'm eating the wrong things, calorie wise, I'm not consuming more calories than I would have consumed if I'd ate 3 balanced meals. So I think that's the problem. I'm not gaining weight, but I'm not eating healthily, and obviously that I'm not getting any younger, and I need to make changes for myself to be healthier. So I've decided I'm going to do it gradually. I'm going to tackle one thing at a time, and the one thing I'm trying to tackle this week is fizzy pop, Pepsi Max. I'm completely addicted to Pepsi Max. I don't know what they put in it, probably crack, because I'm so addicted to it, it's ridiculous. So I bought 8 cans and I've kept them in the car, so they're not ready on the kitchen side for me to grab at. I kept them in the car, and I've allowed myself no more than 2 a day. So far this week I've had 1 day where I only had 1, and 2 days where I've had 2, and so far today I have had 1. So as long as I don't go above 2, that's my goal for this week. And then next week my goal is going to be not more than 1. And I don't want to eradicate it completely. I don't want to say that I'm never going to drink Pepsi Max ever again, but I don't want to be so reliant on it that I need to have it, because otherwise the headaches, oh my god, the headache that I had last week. I've been drinking sometimes 5, maybe 6 cans in a day. If Kev brings home like a 24 pack, they only last about 3 or 4 days and they're all gone. It's ridiculous. And when they're all gone and I don't have any, I then had this headache that my whole head was hurting, my neck was hurting, I couldn't turn my neck, my eyesight was bad, I felt horrendous, so poorly. I wanted to call Kev home from work. I wanted to say, can you come home from work because I'm really ill, but he can't just ditch work and come home because he was the only one there. So I felt really stuck. So that was the point where I thought, this, you know, this needs to stop, because what I did, rather than call Kev, is I went to the Co-op on the way to school run and I brought some cans of Pepsi Max. I downed 2. I felt absolutely flipping fine. I felt on top of the world, and that's when I knew that the headaches were caused by, well, I've always known, but to the extreme that it was, it felt like a migraine. So I thought, for my health, I need to give this up, because this is not good. Like I said, I don't want to give it up altogether, but because I don't drink coffee, I don't drink tea, so I don't drink a lot of alcohol. Very, very rarely I drink alcohol. I only really drink alcohol if I've got people over or if I've gone out. I don't sit here on a Friday night and have a drink on my own. I'm not a home drinker. So really I don't have anything that I like, no crutches as such. So all I drink is squash, and that can get really boring. So sometimes I want to be able to have a can of pop or, you know, some sort of fizzy, because it's a treat to me, but that's exactly what I want it to be. I want it to be a treat and not something that I am completely hooked on. So I bought some paracetamol plus capsules because they've got caffeine in, and about school run time in the afternoon I've been needing to take 2 of those because I start getting the headache, but I'm hoping in time I won't need to take the paracetamol or feel the need to drink the Pepsi. I mean, I feel embarrassed saying all of this because it is awful, but yesterday when I had one of the headaches, I googled it, like, can you become addicted to Pepsi Max? And it brought up loads of like Mumsnet, like different forums, and reading the comments on there, I was like, I am not alone. There is so many people who are just like me. So that's my first thing. My first thing is Pepsi. Get rid of that. I think that because I'm trying to wean myself off Pepsi, that's why I'm getting the skin breakouts. Because also I'm drinking a lot more. What I also do is, because I drink Pepsi, I don't drink anything else. If there's Pepsi in the house, I'm drinking that. I'm not drinking any water or squash. So I've been trying to make more of an effort to drink more fluid, and I think I'm flushing out my, like, obviously it's like a detox, and it's all coming out of my face at the moment. It's horrendous. It's so sore, so bad. So there's been that with my skin, which is leading me on to what I was saying, that I was going into town. I need to get some new makeup. I want something that gives me a bit better coverage at the moment, because I am super paranoid about how spotty I am. I also need some new mascara, so I'm going to get that. And again, that's all part of my sort of, you know, wellness journey, because I want to feel better about myself. I want to get my hair done, I want to get my nails done, I want to make more time for me, because my time since I was 18 has all been about the kids, and I always come last, and I feel like it's time to start putting myself first a little bit and having, you know, my nails done and stuff. So I'm going to get myself some new makeup. Other symptoms I've had from coming off of the Pepsi is yesterday, 2 occasions yesterday, I thought I was going to faint. I actually felt really, like, I had palpitations. I felt like my head was like really like going to explode. I felt like, and I started to panic. Like I was like, oh, I feel like, you know, I felt like I could just keel over any minute now. And I think that has been because of the Pepsi, and also stomach ache, like been getting really bad stomach cramps. And I think that all of these symptoms are all due to weaning myself off of Pepsi Max to the excess that I'd got to. So it's not been a very good week for me health-wise. I've been feeling pretty rubbish. Haven't been making amazing choices around food this week, because like I said, I'm trying to tackle one thing at a time, and if I try to do it all at once, I'm just going to set myself up to fail and make myself miserable. So I'm dealing with the Pepsi first, and then I'm going to deal with small baby steps around food. So I will start off by making sure I eat breakfast, and, you know, have Weetabix or porridge or fruit and yogurt, just something healthy. Grabbing a chocolate bar needs to stop, because that's no good for me. So yeah, I'm going to head out now. I've been babbling on for so long. I'm on my camera, which means I now need to transport this from my camera to my phone, and because I've yabbered on for so long, it will take forever. I went in for a thermos flask. I came out without a thermos flask, and they don't have any, and 50 quid later. But one thing was this, which we keep saying we need to get, an error, and it's like pink. there was loads of black ones and like just a couple of pink ones at the bottom, so I was that person that hoiked out all the black ones to get to the pink one. It's like a rose pink. So obviously with all the price hikes and stuff, I said to Kev, really I could do with doing like 1 load of washing in the evening and then hang it out on an airer to dry overnight, because that would obviously save 1 load of tumble dry in a day, hopefully, in theory, fingers crossed. Bought a big bag of dog food, I needed that, and this I saw as soon as I walked in the door. Big water bottle, £3.50. That will help me to drink more water or squash, because I hate water. So that was £3.50. And then I picked this up for the girls. It's upside down. Watercolour cards. They love making cards and giving them to like their friends and to me and stuff. But I think, it doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure, because obviously there's no paints of that, it's just one of those ones where you use a wet paintbrush and then you paint over it. So they'll enjoy doing that. That was only £2.99. And then bargain of the century. This is something that I didn't obviously go out purposely to buy, but it's been something that we've been talking about for, well, ever since we bought Sienna's snowsuit. We've been saying about getting the same sort of thing, but obviously like the ski trousers for Riley and Felicity, because they still get wet and muddy when we go out. And it puts me off going out. It puts me off going for dog walks when the weather is like it is now, because I think they're just going to get wet and muddy, and as soon as they're wet and muddy, that's it, they're moaning, they're cold, they want to go home. So we had a look online and they all look quite expensive, but I sort of said I've seen them in Aldi before, I just keep my eyes open, as soon as I see it I'll pick it up. Unfortunately I only got one for Felicity, they didn't have Riley's size. I don't think they even go up to Riley's size, but then they had just the trousers, but the youngest they had was 11 to 12, and although he's almost 10, he's a real small 10. I still buy him like age 9 to 10 in clothes, so these 11 to 12, well, they'd have fitted me, they were massive, so they were no good. But how much of a bargain? 20 quid, and that's the jacket and the trousers, 20 quid. Well, as the lady was putting it through the till, she went, that's an amazing price. She like double took at the price that went through, and I was like, yeah, I know. So basically it just means that we can go out for walks with the dog when it's muddy, and Felicity can wear this. Not the greatest colour though, is it? Like pale pink for the trousers. I mean, they won't stay pale pink for very long. Not fussed over the coat because she's got loads of coats, but this can be going out for messy dog walks clothes, and it actually makes me feel more inclined to go out for walks on the weekend when the weather's like this, if I know they're going to be warm and they're going to be dry. I do still need to keep an eye out for Riley. He gets less obviously mucky, but Felicity's a nightmare. She still wants to roll, you know, jump in puddles and all of that. So that was 20 quid. So that was 15, the error, that was 20. My water bottle was £3.50, the dog food was 3 quid. I bought a bottle of squash, some more crisps for lunch boxes because I didn't buy many this week. A birthday card for Riley because it's got a shark on it. And I started getting bits for, I'm not going to show you this because in case the kids see it, started getting bits for Easter, some bits and bobs for Easter, like hunts and stuff, as that's all really cheap in there. So yeah, that was my little shop to Aldi. Well, it came to 55, but I had a £5 off voucher, so it wasn't 55. But I'm impressed with that. That being, you know, that I needed. I've been keep saying I need to go out and get an error, and obviously, as I said, I've been looking for one of those for Lissy, and a water bottle for myself. Bargain. Well, not a bargain, it was 50 quid, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to go into town now and look for some new mascara, and then I've got to take the car to the tyre garage this afternoon at 2 o'clock. So I've got that to do as well. Literally just thrown coffee all over my car. It's all over my steering wheel, and my car's full of crap. Why have I not even got a tissue? Oh, I said I'd bring Kev a Costa as I was getting myself a Frostino. So I texted him and said, do you want me to bring you up a Costa? Because he doesn't work far from town. And I've just gone in the car and squeezed it, and it's dripping off the flipping sun visor. Oh, for heaven's sake. Honestly. Oh, I've got a tissue. See? There is pros to having a messy car. There is always a pro to having a messy car. Oh, I hate the smell of coffee. Honestly. Some people only hate it when they're pregnant. I cannot stand it. the smell of coffee, the taste of coffee. If I accidentally like put a coffee flavoured chocolate in my mouth out of like a tub of chocolates, it makes me want to vomit. Ugh, horrible. I would love to like coffee. I would love nothing more than to like coffee, because so many people, you know, can't get going in the morning without my morning coffee. I'd love to know what it feels like to have a coffee buzz, but I can't stand it. Anyway, quick hour in town. I've got a tracksuit for Riley for his birthday. Do you remember when I bought him those Mackenzie jogging bottoms a couple of weeks ago? Thought he was the bee's knees, he did. And he's asked for a full tracksuit for his birthday. So I've got the hoodie and the trousers. Oh, now I'm dropping my drink. I've got him the blue set. I'm going to totally lap up him thinking that Mackenzie is the coolest brand, because the cost of Nike and Adidas, oh my goodness. So I got him that was £27, so that's off of his birthday budget. I think I've got enough money left in his budget to get him the teddy. I didn't go and get that today because it's right down the other end of town. The teddy and some headphones and a new football. And I think that will be him happy for his birthday. And then we're taking him and some friends to Flip Out after half term. And I got myself some makeup. It was 3 for 2. I don't normally buy Max Factor, but I follow Martine McCutcheon on Instagram. She was like my idol when I was a kid, and she was Tiffany on EastEnders, and I loved her, and I was like, I want to be Tiffany on EastEnders. It was my goal in life. And I just think she's the loveliest person. Like, she's so down to earth and normal. Like, fame never got to her head. I don't know, other people might feel differently about her, but I think she's lush. And she was doing her what she wears on a day-to-day makeup the other week. And her foundation stuff are all from online and quite, you know, pricey. But she said that her mascara is always this Max Factor one. The Max Factor, I don't even know if I've actually picked up the right one. I think I have. The pinkish coloured bottle. That was the only pink bottle they had. But it was 3 for 2, so I picked up that. I thought I'll give it a go. There goes my drink again. Oh my goodness. And then I need a foundation in a lighter shade because mine's too dark at the moment, and I wanted something with better coverage. And this is a airbrush finish, 3-in-1. It says 3-in-1. It's got primer. I've got primer as well. And it's supposed to be 24 hours. So I thought I'd give that a go. And because it was 3 for 2, I had to get one other thing. I could get one other thing for free. Picked up a flipping primer, didn't I? I'd never ever wear primer. Not something I ever wear. So it says it helps with pollution, UVA and UVB and blue light. But that says it's actually 3-in-1. It's got primer in it. So, it was free anyway. I didn't have to pay for it. But I thought I'd give primer a go. So I'll give it a whirl anyway. But that was £27 for 3 bits of makeup. I texted Kev, I was like, I just spent £27 on myself. I never do that. But I had to, because, like I said, my skin is horrendous at the moment, and some new makeup might make me feel a little bit better about myself. But anyway, I'm going to go and give Kev this coffee, and then I'm off to... Well, actually, I've got an hour until I'm due at the tyre place. I might go home quickly, but then there's the other side, back all the way over the other side of town to go home, and then all the way back this way. So I might just, I don't know, find something to do for half an hour, and then I'm going to go to the tyre place, where apparently I only need one tyre changed. Coffee delivered to Kev, and I've still got half an hour until my tyre appointment. So the closest shop to the tyre place that I can go for a quick browse to waste half an hour is Matalan, and I haven't been in here for ages. Into. Oh my goodness. I'm currently just grabbing the kids at school. I was 20 minutes late, but my friend Lindsay's husband grabbed them for me, so they weren't just stood there waiting for me, wondering where I was. But I don't think I even mentioned it at the beginning of today's vlog. This is what happens when you vlog. You forget what you've even said, and then when you come to editing later on, you realise you've said something twice. I don't think I said. I know I said I was going to the tyre garage, but I don't know if I said about why. So anyway, I went to the tyre garage yesterday, and they said that I didn't need 3 tyres. I only needed 1 tyre and a puncture repair. So I was like, blooming happy days, brilliant. Okay, so booked it in for today at 2 o'clock, was going to take 45 minutes. And then got there, got the tyre off, got the car up on the ramps and stuff, and they were like, no, you do need 3 tyres. Your tyres are misshapen. Is that a football club going on, Ray?
Uh-huh.
Why don't you join that? You'd enjoy it.
Because so many good players are in it.
So you won't know unless you join. I'm going to see about signing you up, yeah? We'll talk about it in a minute. I think you'd enjoy it. Anyway, so...
No, because Mr. Ward does it.
That's alright.
No, because literally he shouts at me for literally no reason.
So anyway, I ended up having 3 new tyres, which was obviously took longer, which is why I was late for school. The tracking done, and they plugged it into their computer. Do you know what? I went to National Tyres, and they were absolutely amazing. So good. Don't put your window out, don't put your window down. They were so good, and gave me a really good discount, and they bent over backwards for me. They were absolutely fab. He said to me, I could see you were really worried yesterday, and I was like, I was. I said, you know. Anyway, so they plugged it into the machine and said that it had 7 fault codes, all of them pretty much to do with my 4-wheel drive system, which is typical. I don't even use. Anyway, I've driven off. The red light hasn't come back on yet. The amber light that's been on for months is still on. But one of the things, the fault codes, was your clutch switch. Now, when I asked for advice on the Kia group about this light when it came on, a couple of people said clutch control switch. I then googled it, and I found a few other forums online, and again, clutch control switch. So it's not expensive. I think it's only about 20 quid plus labour. So I'm going to get that changed and see if that rectifies the problem.
106.
Yeah, I paid 106 today. National Tyres do a pay in 4.
You said this.
Did I? No, I said that to Kristen. I don't know if I said it to the vlog.
No, you said it to
But I pay in 4. I did a pay in 4 thing, so I pay 4 equal payments of 106 or something pounds. I paid 1 payment today, and that, oh god, it was 427 pound the bill is. I was like, oh my goodness. So yeah, so that's all sorted now. It's got 3 good tyres. Well, it's got 4 good tyres on it now. The tracking's all sorted. So any lights that come back on now are something different, and I need to deal with that.
Just got home from school, and we have started doing these pictures. This one's mine. I'm not doing mine. Creepy. No, and this is Sienna's. Creepy at back. It doesn't look that creepy when you do it like at the back, but when you actually see it, it looks really creepy. And yeah, we're gonna write them. Look, when we do this, they look really cool. You know, let's see. I just need black. No, there's a little white in them. Okay, can you write Ophelia? Ophelia. Yeah. And love. Ophelia love. No, Ophelia is death with me. I think you're writing these two. No, I'm writing Ophelia.
Apparently, push bikes aren't much better than cars, are they, Reese? Just cycling along, yeah?
Well, no, I'm cycling up a hill.
Cycling up a hill.
And I switched gears.
You what?
I walked here.
Yeah.
And it snapped.
It just snapped. Just switched gear, and the chain on his bike just snapped.
It was rusty.
And why is it rusty, Reese?
Because the shed's broken.
Yeah,
so I can't put anything in the shed.
To be fair, the shed is broken. But
Exactly.
we just spent a bit of money last week fixing his bike, and now his chain snapped. I maybe just walk to school tomorrow and leave telling Dad until, I don't know, maybe the middle of next week. Monday, he's off on Monday. Kev's really stressed. He's had a really, he's got no staff, and he's really quite stressed out. Hey darling, you want me to put you out a picture? This what I bought in Aldi earlier on isn't what I thought it was. You're supposed to buy your own watercolours and paint on them, but they're just used to felt tip pens. Which one do you want, Sienna?
I'll show you what I've done.
Jasmine?
I got hungry one.
A Rapunzel one. Hang on 2 seconds. Let's see.
showing them
Lizzie,
what.
don't climb on the kitchen side. The cooker's on. Felicity. But they've used these all. They've been doing this all day since they, well, all afternoon since they're going from school.
No, I've done more.
Yes, you have done more, but also, I don't know if you can see, they're building dens in the front room. Oh God. Yeah, so Kev's really stressed out, so telling him that Reese's bike needs more money spent on it and it's broken, probably not a good idea.
And I've done 6 of them. And I've done this one. And I've done this one. And I have done this one. And I have done
It doesn't
this
suit
one.
you.
And I have done this one.
Well done. They're for all of our friends for Valentine's Day, aren't they? You're a clever little girl.
I know how many days it is.
How many days? Oh, you got many?
On Friday. No, after Friday, after the weekend.
It's Valentine's Day.
No, when we go back to school.
Yeah. That's right. Good go. No, I told you not to sit on the kitchen side. So yeah, telling Kev that the bike is broken on top of the 400 bill just out from the garage for the tyres is not going to go down well. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. I've cooked lasagna for tea. I went to the co-op quickly because I forgot to buy. I make the red sauce, but I don't like making my own white sauce. I just like prefer the taste of the ones you buy from the shop. No, don't open them. And I found these reduced to 62p apple pies. So I'm going to have apple pie and custard for pudding. I was going to make an a fruit strudel, but at 62p, I'll just take them all day long. So we're going to have apple pie and custard for pudding, lasagna and garlic bread and coleslaw. Hopefully, that will soften the blow when Kev gets in from having a really horrible week at work, and it's not over yet, he's working the weekend. And the Reese has broke his chain on his bike. It's all good here, it's all good. This is fun, isn't it, babe? So when we were just getting ready to finish up tea and get the kids to bed, the light bulb that's been on its way out just went out. So now we have no light. Are you attempting to... Right, we're taking the whole thing down.
No, okay, I'm just undoing the screws to look at.
I didn't know if we were getting a new bulb or whether we were going to get the new light.
Well, it's 30 quid for a bulb or 50 quid for the fitting.
So we might as well get our new light. Did you just bash your head on the ceiling, you idiot? Right. There's a hole there, Daddy. Planned to come here today. Hadn't planned to come here at all. Thank goodness I got the tyres over the pay in full thing, so that I can actually get this bulb now, whereas I was obviously planning to wait a while to do the kitchen. This is nice, Kev. Don't know if it's a bit cool for a kitchen though. A bit funky. On that one. He's not even listening to me. I ain't fucking listening. And do you think you'll be able to do it?
This one's got a plate on, you see. Do you get the plate in with it?
I hope so. I just said, how stunning is this one?
Yeah, but this one's got a plate with
I love
2
it.
mount buckets. We've only got 1 mount bucket.
I'm just going to nod and pretend I know what you're talking about. But yeah, that's that one. Look, how nice is that? But I don't think that's not for a kitchen, is it? That's for like a front room. I just said that one as well.
And
Huh?
gave you some plasterboard plugs as well. If you join the hole.
Oh. Well, we've got to do what we've got to do. Currently, we've got no light. Currently, it's pitch black in the kitchen. I'm quite glad we didn't buy it the other day, because currently it's 20% off all indoor lighting, wallpaper and curtains.
Yeah, but there's 6 fucking things. You got to buy 2 packs.
You got to buy 2 packs, yeah. But it's 20% off. Kev's in such a good mood today. I was saying on the vlog earlier on to Reese not to tell you about his bike because you're in such a bad mood, and then this goes and happens, and I told you about the bike. How are you feeling today, babe?
Yeah, and then I went down the cabin.
And then you went down the cabin and saw the mess Reese has made. So how are you feeling today?
Well, I've had a shit day at work as well.
That's what I said, you had a
I've got
rubbish
2 more
day.
shit days at work yet. No, 3 before I get on the day off.
Oh dear. It's all fun and games, all fun and games.